Greetings fans, friends, and family. Your crafty diva cat here with another in my series of quick Christmas gift ideas. Now, for a lot of people at Christmas time, one of their favorite things to give is fancy coffees, hot chocolates, things like that. But if you know someone who's either diabetic, watching their carbs, or on some other weight loss plan, this is a rough time of year for that sort of thing. Not only are they trying to avoid all the baked goods that are around, but they can't even share in the fun of all the fancy coffees and hot chocolates. Well, now you can help them out with that by giving them a gift. So the one tonight is going to be strawberries and cream hot chocolate. Now this couldn't be easier to make up the mix for. Grab your large mixing bowl, and into it you're going to add 2.5 cups of skim milk powder. Now if you like things that are richer, then you can go ahead and add whole milk powder to replace part of this. Don't use non-dairy creamer. Non-dairy creamer is made from powdered glucose and is very bad for anybody who's trying to watch their sugar intake. It's basically pure sugar. So you want your 2.5 cups of skim milk powder, which you can buy in a bag that looks just like this. And as I said, you can substitute part of that with whole milk powder if you like a little bit of a richer flavor. And to that you're going to add 3/4 of a cup of unsweetened cocoa, just your regular powdered baking cocoa. We're going to add 3/4 of a cup. Now this may sound a little unusual, but the next thing you're going to add is a packet of strawberry Kool-Aid mix. This is just the flavor crystals. It doesn't have any sweetener. Don't use the stuff that comes in the can that has the sugar in it. This is just the strawberry flavoring. So just the whole packet goes right in the mix. And then last we're going to add 1.5 cups of Splenda. Now if you prefer other sugar substitutes, that's fine. Some of them don't measure the same as sugar, which means you'll have to adjust this to your own taste. But Splenda measures just like sugar. So we add a cup to our mix. Then you're just going to use a whisk to make sure that your mixture gets really well blended, especially with the cocoa, because that can tend baking cocoa to be a little bit lumpy, and you want it to be nice and smooth and pretty, and you want that strawberry Kool-Aid to get really thoroughly mixed in so that you don't have one spot that is a lot more full of the strawberries flavor than the rest. So once you've got it nice and mixed up, and if you want a really, really smooth powdery texture, you can just buzz this in a food processor a little bit. You don't have to. It has a pretty fine texture on its own, but Splenda does tend to be a little bit more flaky rather than powdery. And so if you want that really fine powdery texture, just buzz it in a food processor a couple of times and you'll get that powder. Then you just have to add your mix to a nice jar or canister. You can recycle canisters and jars from food you've bought, or you can pick up something like this at the dollar store, and it makes a beautiful gift. And the main key to gifts like this is you want it to have a really beautiful tag, because the tag is a big part of the gift. It's easy to make, but the tag adds a little something extra. This is my tag for this gift jar. And as you can see, I've got a little bit of a sticker on the front, and then the directions on the inside, which is very simple. Add 2 to 3 tablespoons to a mug, fill with boiling water, stir, and enjoy. This is one of the easiest mixes in a jar to give. It's fast to make, it's a lot of fun, and it can give people a lot of pleasure around the holidays. For more gifts ideas, check out the rest of the videos in this series. For other craft tips, tricks, and lessons, check out Crafty Diva Cat on Facebook and Twitter. As always, thanks for watching and happy crafting.